If you learn from your mistakes, they're no longer mistakes, they're investments. You have a $6,000 investment. What is that investment? You learned something. You learned what not to do.
Bear gang till I die, ho. Swooped up the homies and we about to start a sideshow.
Can you explain your option on Logi on how 75 to 79 is 50%? Never done options. So maybe I need to just do a stream where I just explain options. I try not to explain options too much because it's a little bit risky, and I don't want anybody overdoing it. But remember, with options, you're playing a contract that has 100 shares underlying, and for every bit that it gets closer to the strike price, in my case, it's an $80 strike price. In other words, I'm waiting for the stock to get to $80 before December. The value of those 100 shares and how much they're going to be worth, the contract that allows you to exercise that, meaning own those 100 shares, that value goes incredibly high, right? So, for example, I bought them for $230-something a piece. That's $235 for the right to buy 100 shares of Logitech at $80. So, for example, if Logitech got to $90 in December, that means somebody could buy 100 shares of Logitech, even though it's worth $90, for $80 a piece. That means they now get to buy those from whoever sold that option for $80. And they automatically can now turn around and sell it for $90 a piece, which 10 times 100 is $1,000, or they can hold those shares for as long as they want. So how valuable my contract that I have, basically I'm the gatekeeper, and I have a piece of paper that says, hey, I have the right to buy 100 shares of Logitech at $80. Doesn't matter if it's $81 in the market or $5,000 in the market. That's 100 shares right there. And somebody goes, oh, well, Logitech is only $77. I don't really want that. But if it's $79, ooh, and I've got some time. If it's $83, hey, how you doing? Okay, and it's basically like I'm just I'm flaunting. I'm out there with a mini skirt, I'm out there flaunting, and it's lockdown and it's quarantine and people are desperate. That's kind of what's happening here. If it gets closer to that, this morning it was at $80. Wait a second, it's at $80 with 2 months to go. This thing could go to $100. I want that contract, so people start bidding up the price of it, and when they bid up the price, I'm the one holding that piece of paper, and I'll be like, oh, you want this? Yeah, it's going to cost you this much. I was going to sell it on the first candle. I'd be up $500 if I sold it on the first candle. And now, because I was too busy doing everything else, and then by the time I got over and set it all up, now instead of being up $500, I'm up $62. But this is only day one. And because I have 4 contracts, I have 400 shares of Logitech at $80 if it goes above to give to somebody. Why are you looking at June gold calls? Because the reason I want to get June gold calls is because I want to play through the new seating of the new, I can't really call it a new Congress, but the Congress and president, and the idea that they're going to try working on a stimulus that even if they don't get it passed, because it's more blue, they're going to be able to ask, or they're going to try for a much higher stimulus number, which is going to give concerns of even if that high number doesn't pass, a higher number may pass, and inflation will happen, value of dollar will slide. Even if it doesn't, the anticipation is there, and gold will move up. We've seen gold futures until yesterday when gold died on the vaccine news. We saw gold moving up heavily. Gold will go back up more, I'm guessing, late December or early January. I'm thinking same. Gold December contracts, futures are still moving up, but I want to play it through. So I want to take whatever profit I make from these gold calls, if I make profit on them, and then flip those into June calls, and then sell in January. But if I have June calls, I don't have to worry about fluctuations on the downside as much, and time decay I don't have to worry about. All right, here, let me go to the losses channel. Here you go, guys. Yay, I'm up 278%. And this is in March 2020. I followed Wall Street bets into puts. Oh, I held too long. For those who can't see, he went up from $2,000 to $7,608 during the crash. Held too long and went from being up $5,600, which is $7,600. He's now at $828. This right here is the second hardest way to barely be green. All time. Huge up. Grand Canyon. I'm free. Oh no, I'm fucked. Oh shit, I should give up. Yay, I'm green again. Can't wait for the next dip, my man. That's all time. That's not in a day. That's all time. Like, at some point, it's like, you know what? You know what? I think I'm good, fam. I think I'm good. It's not a loss, dick. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know about you, but unless you posted this picture upside down, that's not a winning chart, my man. That man just said this is not a loss. Okay, it's not a loss until you sell. I mean, you've got some gains in the short term. Oh my god. I love this community. I pray for some of your souls, but... one person apparently has done nothing but just play degen stuff and is now down 45%. Which is $6,000. But here's what I'm going to say for you guys. I'm going to use this as a teaching moment. This person can do one of two things. This person can either A, look at this and say, fuck, I need to make back $6,000 and I need to make it back quick. And they're going to take a bunch of degen shit, which will most likely drop them down to $1,000 or zero. And then they're going to say, God damn it, I wish when I was still up $7,000, I still had $7,000, I wasn't stupid. Or this person can say, I'm not clicking on the all again because money lost is not mine anymore. Why would I look at trying to make up money that I don't have anymore? Right? And start by only clicking the today and start making smarter plays. Listen, yeah, it may take a little bit longer, but if my degen dumbass, I mean, not dumbass, but whatever, if I can trade equities on stream and make 180% in 6 months, anybody can. Actually, I shouldn't say that because that's not true. I mean, somebody out there's going to be like, oh, he said anybody can. Okay, I'm all in on something. What I'm saying is it can be done. Okay, it can be done. All right? So what you're going to do right now is you're going to take this as a lesson. An expensive lesson, but a lesson. Did you make mistakes? Sure. But what did I say? If you learn from your mistakes, they're no longer mistakes, they're investments. You have a $6,000 investment. What is that investment? You learned something. You learned what not to do. So now, don't click on all, click on one day, and start being smarter. What else do we have in the losses channel? Oh, Jesus fucking Christ. All right, to this person, here's what I'm going to say from you. Same exact thing. You can make your money back. You can make money, okay? This is a great example of how it could go terribly wrong. The only way you can lose this much is with options. Why is his lesson so much more expensive? I don't know. I mean, it looks like he was part of Wall Street Bets because this looks like he had puts here in March and never sold them. He went from down probably 75% to back to slightly green and then held. I can tell on this timeline, this is not somebody who's been part of this community. This is what I'm going to say for this right here, guys, is that this is why I keep such a tiny portion of my portfolio in options. Because this is not, I'm not trying to call this person out. I'm trying to use this as a lesson here. All right. You hopefully this wasn't all of your income and you were trying to get rich quick. I hope that this just lets you know that this is probably not options is not right for you, especially leverage like this. It's okay because we've had a lot of people that have come here with this and then started learning how to do things, you know, smarter, setting up rules, not getting emotions involved, and have come from bigger holes to learn to invest. I mean, there's not much I can say here. All I can say here is I really hope that wasn't all the money that you have. and that you are going to make better decisions with that.